got him because AB is so great in a confined space, Skip, because he still has that return ability and can make people miss. And he's done a great job of picking up first downs, keeping drives alive. He hasn't been able to hit the deep throws, the post route that was just off his fingertips, the go balls. So he's just missing those throws slightly. But you see what do you see what they're trying to do here? You see
who is they?
They, Skip Bayless, and a lot of other people. Because Tom Brady is struggling, we're going to blame everybody else except Tom Brady. No, I won't let you do that. And the one thing I implore you to do, AB, just keep your head down and keep your mouth closed because they're going to try and pin this on you. If this thing doesn't turn out well, they're going to pin it on you. So just keep your mouth closed, keep your head down, and keep plugging away. Skip Bayless, this ain't on AB. Your guy can't throw hadn't been able to consistently complete those deep balls. And it's okay. That's really not his game. I believe they come out of this bye week and you're going to see more play action. You're going to see more Tom Brady New England offense as opposed to Bruce Arians.
Better see some more runs. Well, create play action.
Well, Skip, look, Roe Jones is like 4th in the league in rushing. I don't know why you only want to give him the ball 10 times a game. Give him the ball 20, 25 times a game, and then take some of the pressure, and then those throws down the field will be there. But I don't believe this experiment is failing. I just believe Tom has hit a rough patch, and it's not AB's fault. So, no, the experiment is not failing. Give it some time.
Okay, I will give you this. It is not failing, but it is not yet working the way I expected it to, and I think the way Tom Brady expected it to.
Skip, you just want to just stick the seed in the dirt and just want to go to bed and wake up in the morning and it's done grew into a tree. That's not how things work. You know that.
What did we see for the 15 minutes that Tom and AB were together a year ago at New England? It was just one game at Miami. I know at that point they were the worst team in football, but they were about to be one of the up-and-coming teams in football,
But Skip, it's different because AB went there as the best player. You got Mike Evans, you got Chris Godwin, you got Gronk now. So it's not like he came in. Skip, I mean, when he came in, and you know, if you notice, early on, this was the first week that AB didn't get the early targets early on. They tried to force feed Mike Evans. So what they're trying to do, Skip, you have to understand, AB is not the same AB. So you think you're going to get a 100-catch AB. That's not him right now.
Well, you're saying he's on the downside of his career?
No, I don't. I just don't believe he's that 122-catch-a-season guy anymore. But can he still be productive? Absolutely.
I have not seen the flash and dash. I have not seen the separation I used to see in Pittsburgh.
It's going to be in their number, shallow crosses and then quick outs.
I got it. He's run some deep routes.
Brady misses him.
He remember the one was just barely off his fingers against the Rams. I think we might have that. I'm not sure. But the point is, we've seen him try to get the ball deep to Antonio, and here it is. Here's the one to AB. It's just off his fingertips. Maybe he could have laid out for it. No, probably not. But he's 5'10", maybe 5'9", right?
That's not Mike Evans that gave you a big 6'5", 6'4" target.
That was the closest they came to hitting a big one.
Correct.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm about to give you nothing but the facts. In the 3 games before Antonio Brown joined Tampa at Tom's behest, I believe it was all Tom and only Tom, because remember, BA, not AB, but BA, as in Bruce Arians, was on the record, not a fit for our locker room, right? I believe it was all Brady all the time, going through the GM, maybe even going to ownership, because you're going to have to sell AB because he's got some baggage, right?
Correct.
And he's still got a civil suit hanging over him, okay, on, it was involving sexual assault. Okay, so here we go. 3 games before Tom said we need AB. Brady's QBRs against Green Bay, 97, scale 0 to 100. That's pretty good. Against the Raiders, I thought it was a masterpiece at Raiders when they were playing pretty well. He had an 89 QBR. Then against the Giants, you didn't think he played very well, but he had an 87 QBR that night, and you thought they were in danger of losing that game. They probably were. Maybe the wheels were starting to wobble that night, as you pointed out. That's a QBR average for those 3 games of 91, and the record at that point is 6-2. That's pretty good, right? And Pro Football Focus, whom you have little to no respect for, but at that point, they graded Tom Brady at 6-2, the 3rd best quarterback in all of pro football, just 1 slot ahead of 4th, Patrick Mahomes. So they had him 1 slot ahead, 3rd to 4th, over Patrick Mahomes. he was at least in the MVP discussion was Tom Brady at 6-2.
Yeah, only you and Pro Football Focus was having it, though.
Okay.
Nobody else was in that discussion.
Well, I'm just saying, these are the facts of what was happening at that point.
Okay.
And all of a sudden he said, I need that guy because it may be we'll have to pay now to get paid later.
Right.
But I'm looking at the biggest picture. I got my eye on the prize, which is a home Super Bowl because it's going to be played in their stadium in Tampa. The way they've been playing at home, maybe they don't want to play a home Super Bowl, right? But the point is, he's saying, if I could figure out AB and he could figure out us by the time we get to the playoffs, we might just have something, right?
Right.
Think again. So what happened the first night with AB? Tom Brady had a QBR of 5 against the Saints. It wasn't AB's fault. It was, Brady was awful. The defense was awful.
He had a Flacco, huh?
He had a Flacco. Fluco. He had a Fluco. And that night, they threw AB 5 passes, and he caught 3 for a grand total of 31 yards. He was better the next week when they bounced back at Carolina, and Brady was very good with the QBR 91 in that game. They threw him 8 balls, and he caught 7 for 69. And I'm thinking, okay, here we go. And then they go back home. Another primetime. Rams. Shaky. They tried to force feed AB 13 balls. They threw him 13 targets, or Tom did. Caught 8 for 57, but it had little to no impact, obviously, on the
Skip,
score.
if you think about the routes he's running, most of the routes are shallow crosses, quick out routes.
Okay.
But Skip, I believe, and I said this, I just believe the rapport that he had with Scotty Turner,
Scotty Miller.
Scotty Miller.
Yeah.
I believe, Skip.
You know what? It was pretty good.
Yes.
And he was his best deep threat.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I didn't understand why Tom wanted, but again, like you said, AB, he felt that AB and what AB could bring, and with the player that AB had been, he was a slight upgrade over Scotty Miller. But Skip, these last 4 games is not about AB. Your guy just hadn't played well.
But I'm just saying, okay, I got it. But 3 primetime games leading up to this one against Patrick Mahomes. In this one, all of a sudden, AB's the odd man out. Now the focus goes back to Mike Evans, more to Chris Godwin, and Gronk caught 6 for 110.
Right, and that's what I said, Skip. And I said, I believe Gronk because I'm watching Waller and I'm watching other. Because normally, Skip, teams that have great tight ends, they have a hard time. I don't know why covering the tight end. And from what I saw from the Raiders game, and I've seen tight ends have success against them before, I was expecting Gronk or Cameron Brate to have a big game. I didn't know how much play, because the game before that, Brate ended up playing more snaps than Gronk.
Okay, so in that game, Antonio gets only 3 targets, catches 2 for a grand total of 11 yards. And in the second half, as Tom Brady was throwing for 228 yards, AB caught 1 for 9. In the fourth quarter, when Brady was throwing for 123 yards and 2 touchdowns, 2 long 75-yard touchdown drives, AB got no targets. He was completely out of the offense when it really, really mattered. So now they got a bye week. As we speak, they may be practicing right now, trying to figure him out and them out, right? So they have a break to try to get it right. Can they get it right? The first thing they got to do is make the playoffs, right? And I still think that's a 50-50 proposition.
What's up, Skip? Anytime you got a lot of mouths to feed, sometimes the mama bird realized that I can't feed all these mouths, and she'll kick one of them out the nest.
Okay, well, you were exactly right. Bingo. Okay, but I remind you, I'm not blaming AB. I'm blaming Tom, and I'm blaming this situation.
You got to blame Tom because Tom invited this in.
Okay, fine. You can do that, but this situation is not working on the scoreboard as far as they were 6-2 and they were rolling. And by the way, at that point, a lot of people are saying, does Tampa have the best defense in pro football? And it all fell apart in 3 straight home big-time games.
But, Skip, you should have saw this on that Monday night when they were playing the Giants. And I told you, Skip, I said, Skip.
I give you credit for that. You said, I don't know.
I said, Skip, if Daniel Jones was a 3rd or 4th or 5th or 6th year quarterback that was decent, they'd have put 30 up. And what do? They politely come to New Orleans and give up 30. It should have been like 45 if Jerry Cook hadn't fumbled those balls and got the 1 pick.
It is possible that even the GOAT has bitten off more than he can chew.
Hey,
right?
Don't worry about it.
You know how goats chew.
Hold on. Let's see. Who they got? Falcon might put something on y'all, too.
Twice they got the Falcons, who just wiped out the Raiders 43-6.
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
the best thing for AB and Tom in Tampa, or it's going to show their true colors. So only time will tell. But now we're going to move from AB to AD, because AD is about to be the